Hey guys, Destin Laguerre here, and we're here with Derek Neal today. Derek, you're going to take us through Marvel vs. Capcom Origins and all the new stuff. Why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, absolutely. This is the latest downloadable fighting game from Capcom. It'll be available this September on PSN and Xbox 360.
How much?
$15. And it's a double pack. It's got 2 games in it. So there's Marvel vs. Capcom, the original, and also Marvel Superheroes, 2 classic old Marvel games that great Capcom fans will remember, old Capcom fans. And for newer fans that got into the series with MVC2 or MVC3, this is your chance to check out how it all began. So we got a lot of cool new features. Would you like me to take you through and show you some of it?
Definitely.
All right. So one of the first things I'm going to show you guys is kind of the new look. So we've got a whole bunch of, obviously the UI is beautiful. It's been redrawn by the guys at Iron Galaxy. But in the game itself, we've up-resed a lot of it. We've added a bunch of new graphical modes, and I'd like to show off some of the cool different ways the game can look. This is totally customizable, so I'll just show you some of the options here. All right, so I'm going in right now. So what you see right now is the unfiltered mode. So basically this is pixelated glory, we like to call it. This is what the original game looked like if you run it on a high-def television. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a team I kind of know how to use here, so I don't totally embarrass myself. And so you'll see on the side, we've got the the dynamic challenges that we also had in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Online Edition. One thing that's new to this game is the ability to turn those off in 4x3 mode. All right, so here we go. Here are the graphical settings, so I'm going to walk you guys through some of this. There's more available in the main menu. So we've got normal view, stretched, widescreen. We've also got this arcade cabinet view, which some of you might remember from Third Strike. But then added to that, we've got a tilted retro arcade cabinet mode, and then also the real deal arcade cabinet mode. So this one you can customize left or right view, and then you can sit here and play. Like that, while you're sitting here looking over the side. And like I said, there's 2 different views, left and right. So I'm going to go ahead and set it back to the default view. This is what it'll look like when you guys first buy it and first boot it up. Just like this. So as you can see, it emulates an old CRT. The screen is slightly bent, there are scan lines and everything. And I think it looks great. It looks just like the old original version did. All right, so here, let me show you some of the other stuff outside of this. So, like I said, this is a dual pack. We got 2 different games here. So, you can switch games by hitting the select button.
Oh, okay.
And
I think that's what a lot of people were curious about, like how do you go between the 2?
Yeah, you can go between the games anywhere just by hitting the select button, and all the UI and stuff changes too. So it's literally a whole new game. So as you can see, the backgrounds are different, and the menu options and things are different. We've also got a giant vault that has a bunch of characters, art and videos and things. This is a little bit different from the Street Fighter 3 one. Instead of the way it was in Street Fighter 3 where you go into vault and then there's a bunch of different categories, we've got everything in one giant, huge vault for you, but then we've got a set of filters that you can use to bring it down to specific things. So if you look at the top of the screen there, you'll see that you can filter this by a variety of different categories. We think that that lets us add a lot more content while making it more user-friendly and easier to find what you're looking for. So some tweaks and updates there. We started with the original arcade ROMs for these games, so we're trying to keep them as close to the arcade versions as possible. There's no deliberate rebalancing on our part, so if you find anything that's not the way it was in the original arcade version, let us know about it. We'll try to fix it.
So infinites are still in?
Yes, all of the original infinites are still in. They still work. All the codes to unlock stuff and selecting Sentinel and MVC and stuff like that, all those codes still work just like they did in the original version. Also, in the vault, there are unlockable versions of those. One of the cheap unlockables will tell you what the code is, in case you don't already know. One of the more expensive unlockables will enable those things for you all the time, so you don't have to enter the code if you so desire, if you want to spend some points on that. We've also added training mode. So like I said, we started with the original arcade version, so this is a totally new addition. It's got all the classic training mode features that you've come to expect. It's got things like, the character's health regenerates, and you can set game-specific stuff like number of infinity gems and things like that in Marvel Superheroes. Yes, save states and reloading and all kinds of stuff. So you can find the training mode options. Do
you have any of the challenges like you did for Third Strike?
So we've got 2 games this time, and that had to come at the cost of certain things. So there are not combo trials or anything like there were in Third Strike. However, there are a very large number of dynamic challenges. You can see these are 26% complete. And these are things that the game pushes you to do while you're playing with your friends or online, things like that. And there's a huge number of them. So hopefully that'll keep people interested. As far as the online play goes, we've made a lot of improvements over Third Strike Online Edition. For one thing, we actually have ping numbers now. So it'll tell you, not just like give you a green or a red icon, it'll tell you what your actual ping to the person is. And then along with that, we've also got the ability to filter matches by ping. So if you even select quick match or something like that, we just won't matchmake you with people that have a ping that's higher than what you say you want it to be. Also, we have region matchmaking now, so you can specify, oh, I just want this region. And of course, it still uses GGPO for the online matchmaking stuff. We've also made some tweaks to the matchmaking process, so it's quicker, a little bit easier to find games. You don't have to spend as much time in menus to get into the next game after you've completed the first one. And of course, 8-player lobbies, spectator mode, all that cool stuff that you guys remember from Third Strike Online Edition.
All right, well, thank you very much for taking us through Marvel vs. Capcom Origins. And for more fighting game content, be sure to keep it locked right here on IGN.com.